Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So on the ETH chart, we are dealing still with a corrective rally at the moment. So I don't see anything that would at this stage confirm that the price has already bottomed here. It could have bottomed, absolutely. But at the moment, as long as the market is rallying in a corrective structure, which is a three-wave move from the Tuesday lows, and as long as we don't have a break above resistance, I am watching for another low still, at least one more low, maybe two. While Bitcoin is moving up quite nicely today, also the Bitcoin chart is only moving up in a three-wave structure at the moment. Can of course turn into five waves, but at the moment there are only three. And yeah, I would need to see five on the Bitcoin chart. I would need to see five on the ETH chart. The ETH chart, however, has not even reached an ideal target for what would be a third wave. So, I just want to highlight this here down there is just a corrective rally in this unfolding C wave to the downside. That can, of course, change, but we can always only analyze what we see. For anything else, we would need a crystal ball. And I'm not a prophet, okay? So at the moment, the move down here, that was between the 9th of December and the 18th of December, is still considered the A wave of a wave 2 correction. The rally afterwards considered a high B wave in this wave 2. And we're now coming down in this C wave, which is a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3. This is now likely the 4 and one more low to come. If after the next low, the market is rallying only in a corrective rally into resistance again, then we can probably look at another low. So it's about the yellow or the white count. Both are the same, really. It's just different way of counting the move down. So we might get one more low or two more lows. I would not consider the low in at this stage until I see evidence for it, which would be a 5-wave move. I shared with you in the previous update that, obviously yesterday already, that the market can easily, even our scenario can easily withstand another rally into resistance. No problem is doing that, because this move was very weak for a wave 4. So we're getting an extended wave 4 in an ABC structure. And it looks like A wave in 3 waves, B wave in 3 waves, and the C wave here could now be a 5-wave move. So it could get a few more squiggles to the upside, possibly to 2,330. If we look at ideal targets here for the C wave, I mean, what would be, if this is the correct count, what would be typically expected? Normally the 100% extension level, that was reached, okay, but not in 5 waves yet. So it is possible that this extends. There's confluence, the 1.618 extension here at 2,330. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, unless it's forming 5 waves, 2, in my opinion, should be minimally 2,366, but 5 waves, not 3. I don't consider anything has to change. It would be wave 1, wave 2, all of this would be wave 3. Then we still need another 4 and 5. So if after this pattern here, it's forming another higher low, okay, then we look for another higher high, and then we have 5 waves. Then we can define a support area for an upcoming pullback. But, until we see 5 waves up or break above resistance, there's no need to change anything here at the moment. So we can all calm down again. There's nothing to see here at the moment on this chart. That can, of course, change, but yeah, it's left behind Bitcoin at the moment. Now let's look at the ETH BTC chart. I think that's a little more interesting, because on the ETH BTC chart, we're currently in a support zone. We've just entered that support zone. The market is currently pulling back. This pullback is technically complete. Don't misunderstand me. If I say something is technically complete, it just means that the pattern is structurally complete. So this B wave pullback that you see there in yellow could also be a wave 2, but that in the short term that's the same. So that means the waves are complete for that. But we need to see a reaction to the support area. At the moment, there is absolutely no reaction. So I would expect it to go a little lower probably. 0.05269 is the next support, and then 0.05057. But there is still more space. But if we don't see a reaction there, it will probably lead to another low. But this is an area of interest. If there is a reaction and the C wave to the upside starts from here, it could also lead to outperformance, that ETH starts to outperform Bitcoin. But this is only a potential I'm observing right now. There's no reaction yet to support, but it's worth observing that here. Because if this is turning around, it could mean that while currently Bitcoin is outperforming ETH could be catching up soon. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.